launched. Mission control, we have launched.
So phone a friend for some help on this, I guess.
Hi, everyone. We are the team from simplymadelocal.com. We are a handcrafted marketplace for all things handmade, digitally created, DIY assembled, and basically anything that wasn't the same after you put your hands on it. If you want to sell that item, we invite you to come on over to simplymadelocal.com. And we've got a whole new audience of customers, and we've got a great creative community. So we'd love for you to come check us out and join us on our creative journey. I'm Abby.
Ryan. Taylor.
Carrie.
And we come to you every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with a new craft, something that is kind of trending, and we just put our own spin on it. We are 4 crafters who've been crafting for a long time, and we each have our own different styles. So tonight we are going to show you how to put your own different spin on some farmhouse tier trays. Right, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
And we are each a little different, which is because we are each a little different. So that's really fun.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're exactly the same.
So we're just going to let everybody kind of come on. Everyone's starting to trickle in. If you're new to Simply Made Local, we send out our supplies list on Monday. So we invite you to check it out every Monday if that is a craft that you're interested in learning how to make, or if you'd like to craft along with us. We've got the supply list right there. Carrie does a really good job of putting all that together. So thank you, Carrie.
Yes, thank you.
And yeah, so gather your supplies this week. The supplies are pretty cool, right? Because I think we got them everything from the Dollar Tree, which again is just super cool.
I mean, some of us did a little bit different, but basically, yes, you can get all items from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is really, really exciting. So I don't know, we can start out with our supplies as everybody is starting to kind of come on. So we'll let everybody join. We're gonna throw this into some groups, and if you'd like to start a watch party, if you think that your friends would like to watch us craft, then please start a watch party and let's get this going. Ryan, if you want to go over your supplies, we can get started.
So I have 2 different ways from the Dollar Tree, which is really cool, depending on the kind of size you want. So you could either do, sorry, it's back here. You can get a set of, and sorry, I already painted over them, but they're stovetop covers. It's a 2-pack for $1. So this would be the middle and top tier, and then the bottom tier is a pizza pan. So that would be that version with candlesticks in the middle. Or the other version I'm doing for my mom is a cake pan, a pie pan, and the pizza plate. So this just gives like a little bit different look because it has like the lip and it has a little deeper crevice, so you can have a little bit more stuff in there. So just depending on the look.
Farmhousey that way, I think.
It's a little more farmhousey and a little bit sturdier. The other one, this is the other version. I made this one a long time ago, and it's just a little flimsier. Just depends. I mean, they're mostly just sitting on a table or something, but you don't have to be super sturdy, but just a different look. And so then in between, you can do a double riser candlestick or just a single candlestick in between. And then they even have this kind of candlestick that you can put like a votive inside or some other kind of decorative item. And they're all from the Dollar Tree.
Awesome.
And then, of course, they even have the E6000 that we're going to use to glue them together, hot glue, glue sticks, and they even have paint now in the Crafters Square section. So you could legitimately get every single item you need there from the Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree's awesome.
I think that is just so convenient. It really gives you an opportunity to buy some of these more trendier things that might just be kind of in for a couple months, and then you can move on to something else. Or what's really nice is if you could buy more of something and use it. So instead of buying a really expensive tier tray for just the summer, you could buy 4 tiered trays and decorate them all differently to go with different seasons all year. So I think that is really, really neat.
Or like it's a really inexpensive thing to give us to a friend. Like I'm giving it to my mom because she's been like admiring mine, and we were talking about it for this week, and she was really excited to have one. But I was also at Hobby Lobby, so I went a couple places this last few days. I went to Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, and Kohl's, and all 3 of those places have these tiered trays, and all of them minimum were $30.
Exactly. I've seen them online for upwards of $50.
So we're talking $1, $2, $3, $4 for one of these compared to $30. You could make a ton.
Right.
You have save enough to fill it with cute supplies, which we'll tune in next week because we're doing that for next week.
Yes. So what we're going to be doing next week is we're going to show you some different ways to decorate your tiered tray. So that it'll give you enough time to go get your supplies this week. You can make your tiered tray and then be ready to make your decorations next week.
Right.
So we are all ready to get going. I know that I had just a little bit of just an extra different supply, and I know that Taylor has something a little different too. So I found my tray. If you could see here, I started painting just for the sake of time. I found this really cool platter from a yard sale this last weekend. I actually paid $1 for it. It is a silver platter.
That's very cool.
Then I too have the covers, and you can see here that I already started to paint one, and I'm using a matte black. And then I have the candlesticks as well. I already started to assemble mine, so you can see I put that together and painted that. And we're going to go through how to do all of this. But then in addition, I have some wood rounds. I'm going to grab those. They're right there at the end of my table. And I'm going to be putting those wood rounds at the base of my tray just to kind of bring it up off the table. And those are mine, my supplies. And then Taylor, did you already go over your piece?
I have.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so I already started gluing this one together, but this is just it was a silver from the Dollar Tree, this Krylon satin white spray paint on.
Nice.
These guys, my husband actually made me on the lathe, so he made some fun little wooden pieces for the middle, and I just whitewashed these with some white paint and water, really easy. And I actually glued this on because I didn't have any E6000. I know this is like totally not okay as a crafter, but I think it got away box, and it's a long story, but it should have never happened, but it did. So I just have been using this super glue adhesive from the dollar store, and honestly, it's very similar to the E6000. And I just had it sitting here pretty much all day, but it's probably going to take all night to cure, but that's okay. And then for my middle and my top pieces, I just have these white melamine plates from the dollar store. And I loved the pattern on the outside with the dots. And I just painted these with the same spray paint. So it'll sit like this, and then this will be the top piece there at the very top. So
I love that top piece.
Yeah.
So fairly simple. Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
neat.
I
Okay,
have
so
similar stuff here. The oven toppers or stove toppers, and then the pizza plate, which I've already painted with my chalk paint. So an off-white. And then I found a little terracotta plate, I guess.
Oh,
I don't know
cool.
what you call it. But I painted that so I can put it on the bottom and kind of lift it up off the table. And then my candlesticks, which I already painted, and I give them a little bit of texture. You can't see it. I basically blot painted it with the little spongy. So
Yeah, that's what I got going on too.
that works way better with chalk paint than regular paintbrushes, by the way.
Yes.
Discovered that today. Thank you, Taylor.
So I actually wound up doing my pre-painting 2 different ways. Some I did spray paint, and some I've done with this sponge brush. So just to kind of give it two different looks because I'm going to sand one, but not really sand the other. So your choice.
So to get started, what you want to do is you want to paint your pan. So we're going to get started on that. I know that we kind of got started a little bit ahead of time just for sake of time here to give you a good idea of what that's going to look like. So I know that I am using just a matte acrylic paint. Did you guys go over your paints?
Oh, no. Shall I talk about my painting fiasco? So my favorite is this Waverly chalk paint from Walmart. Again, thank you, Taylor, for introducing me to this. It's amazing.
Love that chalk paint, yes.
But it's out.
Out.
It's gone. I ran out like halfway through one of them. And so I'm like, oh, honey, just run to the store and get me some more. No, Walmart's out. I'm like, okay, well, I know Michael's has another kind of chalk paint. I'm fine. It's chalk paint. It'll be fine. No, Art Michael's has no white paint of any kind, chalk or otherwise. So I'm now using a lace is what it's called. So it's just slightly off-white Americana decor. But the spray paint I got was Krylon Chalky Finish White.
Speaking of spray paint, if you are looking for a really good craft spray paint, the Martha Stewart brand is exceptional. So if you guys are looking to craft with some spray paint, I would recommend the Martha Stewart brand. It's a really, really good brand with great coverage. You're not going to have to go over your project over and over and over again.
That stuff is crazy effective. I mean, I just grabbed it in the garage, honestly, but I have used and seen Abby use the Martha Stewart past and crazy fast application. It was amazing.
And it dries really fast too.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So
That's
you can go look at our Halloween, one of our tutorials from last Halloween, we used that Martha Stewart black and it was awesome.
Oh, yes. Yes. So what I'm doing here is I'm just giving a second coat to this tray. And then once this is dry, I can attach the candlestick holder on that. And I've got those both waiting for a second coat. Let me go ahead and put this down so you can see what I'm doing. And then I also assembled these wood rounds. So those are going to go on the base. So I have more of a nature decor, I guess you would say. I don't know. It's kind of eclectic, but I have a lot of browns, a lot of greenery, and this is going to tie in really well. It's going to get pretty creative filling it for next week. So I know that I'm going to have some leaves of some sort, and then just kind of bringing in those outdoor elements will be really nice.
I'm very excited to see what you do because your house is so cutely like boho and.
Oh, thank you. I know it's coming together really fun. I'm really loving the decor right now.
My application is so simple right now on camera that I just literally glued it.
I know. I started the 𝑚𝒓𝒂𝒚 and my glue gun wasn't hot yet, so I'm waiting for it to heat up.
Taylor, I just have to say that topper is very phallic.
Yeah. Yes.
So last week we did stacked books. So we also did those. We created those from the Dollar Tree as well. So if you missed that, be sure to go on to our videos on our page at Simply Made Local, as well as our YouTube channel. You'll find all of our DIY tutorials. You can find us on all social media at Simply Made Local. And those turned out really fun as well. So we've got some that had more of that farmhouse feel, but then we had some that were a little different. So those were a lot of fun. I didn't see myself as someone who wanted stacked books as part of my decor, but I definitely changed my mind now that I put my own little spin on them.
I know. I'm kind of thinking mine might go on my tray.
And if you think about it, you guys, what was it, like $4? $5?
Yeah, it was really inexpensive.
Crazy cheap.
All right.
So again, my mom saw them and she's like, "You have to make me some of those."
Yeah, those were
Those
really
were
good.
definitely very well received.
Yes. So we've got that going, as well as you can get a lot of these ideas from our boards on Pinterest. If you haven't checked those out, Ryan does a fantastic job of finding all of the best crafts. So if you are a crafter wanting to check out some new projects, but you don't really know where to look or what to find, we've already done all the hard work for you. Come check out our boards at Simply Made Local. We've got over 100, and you can find these tiered tray inspirations on our farmhouse decor board.
Yep.
And that's where we kind of got some of our inspirations from Pinterest. So we've
Yeah,
got it right there
definitely.
for you.
And then like I'm super excited. I just recently have gotten into this tiered tray decorating thing, but I'm excited to see how we all like switch it up for the holidays coming up. I can't believe we're thinking about that already, but I'm really excited.
No, that's crazy.
So what are you doing there, Carrie?
Hi.
What are you doing there?
Measuring because I'm crazy.
Carrie likes to be
I'm not
precise.
good at eyeballing white on white. Okay, I think this is pretty much centered. Trying to make sure. I just really don't want this lopsided, and I can just see that. See, lopsided.
I think what's neat about these tiered trays is that, like you said, Ryan, you can really change them up for every season. So I'm excited to add some Halloween stuff, and then Thanksgiving. Those are already in the stores, so
Yeah.
I'm already getting excited to buy decorations or make them myself.
Yeah, and honestly, like I bought the things that I want to make for next week with the thought that it would just very easily transition into my fall decor and then also then into Christmas. So kind of doing a running theme to make it easier on myself.
Very exciting.
I'm excited to get started, and I think that it's going to be really fun making these all different.
You know, Lou, giving me a hard time.
Thank you for joining us. We're going to get our watch parties back up and into our groups, shared into our groups again. We are making tiered trays this evening. A lot of fun. We're putting 4 different styles on the trending farmhouse tiered tray project. So that is what we're doing this evening. We bought all of our supplies from the Dollar Tree, and we are just in the middle of this craft. We're about halfway done, and we're just gonna keep going here. So
Yeah.
second here.
What is it? What is it? Dory says, just keep swimming.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep swimming. That should be like the anthem of 2020.
For real.
2020 anthem.
Just keep swimming. Right.
Keep your head above water.
Yeah, just treading water.
You're hearing an echo?
Oh no, it was I was playing a video. Okay.
I was like, I give up. I quit.
No, we are good. We're good. We're good. Okay. I'm just gonna share this. We were all going here, and we're starting back over. So let me just get this in our group with all of our friends so they can continue along with us. We have quite a few people who are excited to be
Crafting with us.
So we want to make sure we get them back on here. So just give us a moment.
Well, while we're waiting, are you guys have any ideas for what's going on for Halloween trends? What have you guys seen out and about so far? Or fall, whatever.
Gosh, that's a big question. I'm not quite sure where it's going to go this year. I feel like we're going to go hocus pocus again, probably pretty hard.
I've seen that already big time. That'll be awesome.
Probably just a general Halloween theme at this point. It's just
Did
gonna
you guys
keep
even know, speaking of Hocus Pocus, that it was a book and then they made a second part to that book?
Are they considering another movie?
I certainly hope so. Because it was like all about their kids.
How fun.
Yeah. It was so cool. So it was a good read.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna go that, and then I don't. Oh gosh, I think it's gonna be more of a muted color this year. I think that's sort of the theme. Is more browns and earthy colors. I've kind of seen. It's more of that.
Really?
Muted
I like that.
color. So I think it's. I don't know. I'm curious to see what it's gonna be like.
I've seen a lot of navy, like for like the fall, like pops, like the muted normal fall colors, but then also some navy. So that'd be cool.
Interesting. So if anybody has any ideas on crafts that they want to see us do here on our lives every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, please leave a note in the comments. We'd love to hear what you say, and we will make sure that we get those up and going in the next weeks to come. And if you're somebody who's not generally a crafter, definitely come check out simplymadelocal.com. We have some of the best handmade products that some incredible makers have already crafted up for you. So you're going to find some of these projects that we do here at Simply on simplymadelocal.com already made.
You might find something on there that you would like to purchase, or a craft kit, or learn a new craft that you might want to then sell on Simply Made.
Okay, I think I'm back to where we were. All right. We've got some more people joining us. Thank you for taking the time, guys, to join us here on Thursdays. We love to have you. I'm just waiting for some of my pieces to dry. We might not get done completely tonight because this does take some time to do for these tier trays, but we're going to go over step by step how to do them so that you'll know. And then on Saturday, you'll be able to see our
next week
finished products. Yeah. And then you'll be able to kind of put that together. And then like we were talking about, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I do have a tip. If you want to make your project dry a little faster, use a heat gun or a blow dryer. That will definitely help it make it dry faster.
That is a great idea. I wish I had gotten that in the craft room tonight.
I have my heat gun over there, but it's kind of loud.
And if you guys need further inspiration, I was talking earlier, please check out our Pinterest boards. Brian puts a lot of time on those. We've got over 100. We have a lot of the tiered trays in our farmhouse decor board. Get some more ideas other than what we are doing here tonight. So I'm doing more of a my colors are black, and then I'm going to bring in more of that foliage, the outdoor feel, and that's what I'm going to do with mine. I know Ryan and Carrie have got some more of a farmhouse look, and then
I'm going with like a beachy vibe, I think.
Oh, I love it.
Mine's going to be total farmhouse, and which is weird because it's not really even my style, but I think I'm drifting that way lately. Thanks, Taylor. It's all my time with Taylor. All right, so what I did, I have a whole set that I was ready to go that was already dry. So what I'm doing for my one candlestick is I'm just taking my E6000, going around the edge of the candlestick, and I'm going to pop it in where I feel like center is. So, and then I'm just going to repeat on the other side and then in the middle of the next tier. Very simple.
I know. I feel like, you know, mine's already, well, these are the first two tiers, but then I have the bottom one. So it'll something like this.
What was your glue again? You got that at the dollar store?
That's not scented, is it?
What
Oh, I said you got that glue at the dollar store? I was watching a video about a review of the glue, different kinds of glues they have there, and actually pretty good.
Yeah, so this one is their Fix All adhesive. It's just by the Super Glue, the original Super Glue company. But
cool.
I've been reading, and it says it will bond wood and plastic and metal. So I thought, well, I'll give it a try and see. I mean, if all else, I can always go get some more E6000, but I just kind of wanted to give this one a try because it's nice to have a dollar store alternative.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Very
Oh,
nice.
that's looking so good, Carrie. Did you already adhere it down?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
If my glue is working with me here. I have no patience. I think that's my problem. And this E600 takes a while to
E6000.
E6000. Whatever it is. But yeah, it takes a while to like dry. So
Yes, it does.
I am hoping. Oh, shoot.
Ryan did mention a little quick fix on that. If you are a little pressed on time, Ryan, what was your tip, your trick?
So I've seen it many times and I've tried it myself. It does work really great. Is that if you want something to stick quickly, put your E6000 down first and then kind of work in around it and on top of it some hot glue. So the hot glue will help it bond right away. But you know, it's not necessarily a long lasting. So then once it dries, the E6000 will kind of soak around it and bond it more permanently.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah,
That's a cool trick.
Oh, you girls, you ready? You want to see what I'm going to put on this to weigh it down? You're going to laugh.
Stacked books.
Ryan, right?
The fundamentals of nursing.
That is
the heaviest book
that
I
is quite the book.
That's gonna ground anything and anybody.
That
That certainly weighed me down during my beginning years of nursing school.
I know, and I'm like, the other day, my daughter, she was got it to, the reason it's out is because she wanted it to like use to press some flowers, and I'm like, well, that's the biggest book I got.
Yeah,
and I was like, you know what? I read that book twice, and she was like, what? Like, she blew her mind that I read that whole book twice.
I know. I remember marveling at my mom's nursing books, just like that. That's a textbook.
Many a late night I've fallen asleep in mine. There's probably tears in it.
Drool.
I know there's
Many tears.
So many tears and drool.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And coffee, spilled coffee.
so much coffee and so much highlighting. Oh my gosh.
Oh, here, you guys didn't see the other side.
Yeah, tabbing.
Tabbing, yes. Tabbing.
So many tabs. Oh,
Did your whole tower fall?
It got you again, Ryan. It got you
that's
again.
the top one. I should have used hot glue too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm about dry, at least my bottom layers. So I'm gonna attach my wood rounds. So if anybody knows me, I have this knack of mindset. I don't waste anything, and it's hard. Some have said the word hoarder. I don't know.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know.
No, I'm just a crafter, a thrifty crafter. So when I see my husband doing yard work outside and he's trimming a tree, I think, ooh, wood rounds.
Hey, we need some cute Christmas ornaments with those wood rounds, so
Yes.
it pays off.
So we don't waste anything around here. So that's what these are. I have a whole bag of them just for miscellaneous projects, and I'm glad to be able to use this for this one. So see, honey, I did use them. So I'm just going to attach those right there. But now I'm realizing I need to do the back side of this. So I'm going to get some more paint on that. So pretty much, folks, Dollar Tree supplies, you've got your 3 tiers out of any round or square ideas that you have. I was also at Walmart today. They had some really cool wood trays and they were rectangle, and I almost purchased those. You could use that as a tiered tray. So if you're looking for something different, you've got options. There's a lot out there. So you take your 3 pieces, you find something in the middle. Candlestick holders are a really cool idea. If you've got a really talented husband like Taylor, you can have him craft you up some wood. What do we call those? Dowels?
Well, okay, I thought he was going to use dowels, and then he told me he made it out of a 2x4. And then when I hear the word lathe, I'm like, okay, that is like way out of my zone, my lane. I'm going to stay in my lane. So I don't know what they're called. I think I just told him to make me some wood thingies for the middle of my tray.
I love it. So Taylor's got some wood thingies for the middle of her tray.
So also because I want mine more farmhousey, I'm taking some sandpaper and I'm gonna rough up some of the edges around, and then I don't know, I was even thinking about taking a black Sharpie and doing around the edges after that, because my whole theme is very black and white for this tray. So I think it's gonna be awesome.
I'm doing the faux paint kind of.
Carrie, I love it.
Is it coming out right?
So Carrie is antiquing.
She's dry brushing, and so she's taking it. If you have any sort of especially like the candlesticks, you can take some paint on a dry brush, and then you take it and you kind of dab it on a paper towel. And any of the raised edges here that would normally stick out during sanding, like during, you know, using a piece of sandpaper, you can kind of just dry brush a darker color. So Carrie's using a kind of mixture of different browns and some like these colors, and she's just going through and very randomly adding the paint. What it does is it gives it a look, and it gives you that idea that it's been sanded or worn without actually having to do that because it's glass. So there you go.
That's pretty good.
Go on.
So what I love about this project is you can do this with your friends. You can do this on a craft night with your girlfriends, on Zoom, just kind of like we're doing here, where everybody kind of just goes and gets your supplies. So this is a really fun project. And speaking of girls' night in, fun crafting ideas, yes, you guys are in for a treat this weekend. Carrie, what do you got in store for our friends this weekend?
We've got a fun new blog coming out on Saturday about craft party ideas.
That
you and your girlfriend are looking for something to do.
Yeah,
craft parties. I would have never thought to have a craft party. So all of these, you guys, I'm telling you, you're gonna want to check this out. 15 ideas for a girls' night in craft party. I mean, where has this been? Carrie, it took a long time to find some of the best crafts, really easy stuff that you can buy yourself in bulk, or you can send out a supplies list for everyone to get themselves and bring over, or for your virtual hangout. And some really fun ideas, easy things that's not going to take all day or all night to finish. So you guys can all put your own spin and do kind of what we do every Thursday night. Craft with your friends. This is the highlight of my week.
I was going to say, I do have
inspiration. Like, we do this every week, so
sometimes it's like our only creative outlet.
Yeah. We all work really hard during the week. We are the 4 ladies dream team behind simplymadelocal.com. So once again, for those of you who are joining us, we are a handmade marketplace. We really just are providing a new way to make money for crafters and makers out there. Some who are just getting started, that don't really have a customer base, and also some of those who have been in the handmade game for a while. What's really neat about simplymadelocal.com is that you get your own direct link. So think of it as you're just paying for virtual space to sell your items. We have nothing to do with your store. You run everything your way through your third-party payment processor. You decide on shipping, you decide on local delivery, you decide on payment. We are just providing you that space and that creative community. We are here for you to spark inspiration, give ideas, advice, and you get a ton of free advertising. We advertise all your products across social media and Google. So you're just going to get kind of a full package for a really amazing opportunity and price.
Okay,
If that's something that sounds like something you want to do, we do have a code. We're going to let you try us out for 30 days for free. Use code HANDMADE at checkout and when you're signing up, and you're going to select premium member, and you're going to get a ton of benefits, mainly unlimited listings. You can put as many products up on the site as you'd like, and we're here for you. We want to see your products. We want to give you advice and help you with your photos, things like that. So check us out, and you can always reach out to us at support@simplymadelocal.com.
This dry brush technique is way easier than I thought it was going to be. Not that it's easy, but I really thought I was going to flub this, and I think I'm doing it okay.
You're doing an awesome.
You're doing a great job.
It's a lot easier than a lot of people think it is. It's really there's no perfection. There's no certain way. It's
kind of rough, and I like it. I was really intimidated by this, but this is much easier than I thought it was going to be. Yay! I like it. It's so antique-y. Very cute. Oh my goodness. Are you sanding, Ryan?
Yeah, just a tiny bit. Just like little chunks.
That we have got Carrie antiquing something all of a sudden. Like,
I
who
am blown away. It's so cool.
behind the camera antiquing something?
There's zero chance I thought this was going to be something I'd be doing a year ago. So it's all you guys. Good influences.
Well, we're glad we could help you along your crafting creative journey. I know that
Your crafting
all
career.
of you inspire me for sure, and I was already really crafty before, but you guys definitely take it to the next level.
I just remember the pumpkins.
Oh, the pumpkins! I'm so excited for the next pumpkin.
Yes, that'll be fun.
Fabric pumpkins might be my favorite craft.
I do love me some fabric pumpkins. When I was like digging out stuff the other day looking for something, I came across a huge bag of like last year's leftover Halloween decor stuff that we had started to use, stuff I brought extra for this year, and I'm like, I can't wait.
And that was one of the things that sold so heavily at all of the shows that I did, probably from September to, even like November. All the shows that I was doing last year, I made so many of those pumpkins, and they were sold out at every show.
Really?
If you are a crafter and you are interested in making something, it's first of all, it's easy. Second of all, most of the items are thrifted and or repurposed items,
which is awesome for the planet.
Yeah, and if you're wanting something that you can throw up on the site really quickly and easily, you're gonna make a good amount of money and profit on those. Fabric pumpkins are go-to, especially for this season. I know myself, I make them, and the girls make them. We can, I mean, it's something that's so quick to make and just to like, produce. So I can't wait until we end up doing that, but stay tuned. Yeah. You guys are going to get a fantastic class at how to do that.
Yeah, that was my first time filed.
Coming up, we should definitely do like a pumpkins 4 different ways, like a fabric. I have my friend Christina. Hi, Christina. I hope you're watching. Just shipped me a box of corks. So like the biggest box of corks, I was like, wow, girl, you get it. And
Christina's been busy.
she's been busy quarantine. I feel ya. But yeah, I want to make some cork pumpkins because those are everybody always likes those.
So cute. I actually think I have one I know I have a Christmas tree at my desk at work.
Oh yeah,
I feel like I have a pumpkin too.
I've made Christmas trees, wreaths, reindeer, the pumpkins.
Yeah.
So many things. I drink a lot of wine. I have to do something with them.
I have a really good idea for those actually. So
that is a good one. That is a good one because everybody's drinking so much wine, so everyone's got corks right now. So we definitely need to do something with that.
Okay.
So if you line I have it's actually a friend of my grandparents, but he's quite the wine connoisseur. But he had made like a wooden tray. So I was thinking about having Zach make me one. And then you take all the corks and you either lay them flat depending on how many corks you have, or up, but you glue them all over the bottom, and then you have like this amazing tray for all your wine items. So you can put your wine opener in there, you can do the different wine charms in there. It turned out so cute. So I'm thinking
really cool.
So I think I might be doing that project here soon. I'm kind of excited about it.
Plenty of corks if you need some.
Oh, I might. I mean, I'm well on my way, but I might.
I mean, I have that box Christina sent, and then I also have like a giant one of these tubs full.
Woo!
Yeah. So
I have to tell you how pleased with myself I am about this antiquing right now.
I'm very impressed. It's so
that just goes to show. Look, everyone, this is Carrie's first time doing this antiquing dry brush technique. So
I'm actually getting a really good picture of it.
Don't be scared. And that's why we love doing these videos. I mention this probably every time that we do one of these videos, is that most of the time, the projects that we choose to do here on Thursday nights are the first, you're seeing us do these crafts for the first time on live, which is kind of funny. And we just kind of explore it and we figure out what works, what doesn't work. We've had some crafts go really well and some crafts not do so great as some other ones. So that's when you find those ones.
Clay jewelry is not my thing.
I love that one, but that didn't go well for you.
I love resin, but resin was harder for me to do. So that's another one of the tutorials that we did.
I just discovered, speaking of resin, Hobby Lobby has a humongous assortment of the molds. So
really,
we need to come back to that.
We'll have to try that again. I think I could do a little better this time. I think supplies has everything to do with it. So that's not something that you can just wing. I think doing resin is a lot like baking. Like, I'm a cook. I am not a baker. I'm a some of this, some of that, over your shoulder.
Do the garlic with your heart.
Yeah. Very percent. I see Carrie as a good baker. Do you like to bake, Carrie?
I do. I love baking. Cookies are my jam. Some cookies, some brownies, some cakes. I take that over ice cream and all kinds of other sweets.
Anyone that didn't know this, now you will know. The Frenches put on, the best cookie party every single year. And I look forward to that cookie platter.
It's quite intense. One year we did 12 different types of cookies.
So good.
We've scaled back since then, and now we kind of more do a cookie swap because we were like, we want to know what you guys like for cookies too. But yes, I can bake some cookies. I was going to say some other words, but yes, I do a good cookie.
I love it. Okay, so I'm sorry I didn't get very far on my project tonight because of a drying issue, but all my pieces are done, and it's so cool to have that matte color. And then I'm just gonna attach these candlesticks, making that tier. Oh, that's so different, Ryan. Look at that. I love it.
Double height. Mine's the same as Carrie, just have a different pans, but double height on the bottom so you can put some bigger items and then some smaller things on top.
I love it.
I love it. So I've got that double here too. My pieces are all drying. I can't even pick them up. And then I'm going to attach these wood pieces, and then I'm going to add a lot of foliage to it. So definitely check us out on our social media on Saturday. You'll see our end products. I'm really, really excited to finish these. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we're all set here for the evening. If you have any ideas, please make sure to shoot those over to us on Facebook. Send us a direct message or comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And I think we're all set. Are you guys good?
I'm just
Gonna continue making this.
No, we're all drying. We're all drying around here. All right. Well, we hope you have a wonderful week. We look forward to seeing you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll be putting stuff up all week. And make sure to head over to our Pinterest at Simply Made Local for a ton more ideas. Oh, and don't forget Saturday. Amazing article on the blog. 15 of the best Girls' Night In craft ideas. All right. We'll see you later. Take care.
Except I can't end it because that page.
So we're still on.
We're still on because that page is gone. I don't know. Hold on. Sorry.
I'm just gonna continue painting and making this.
Terry's like a Picasso over here. I'm loving. I'm already seeing the vintage. The what is that called? Dry brushing.
it's a
I feel like my grandma would be proud. She was an antique dealer and like.
Ooh.
Making it.
I need
Or
to
she'd
like
be rolling in her grave. I'm not sure which one.
do some of this. Oh,
Did you just get paint on your hair? Oh my gosh.
so thank goodness my hair's dark at the moment.
Why you put your hair up?
I feel like this is a music video of some sort.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and I found it. So ready? Okay, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.